Hello, my name is Shmuel Gershon, and we will talk a little bit about the bugs we may be missing. In 1947, a Bedouin called Muhammad the Wolf was smuggling goats in the desert of Judea, in a location about 30 minutes drive from my house here. Roaming around after a goat, he threw a rock into a cave and heard some ceramic shattering. What could that be? Later, he would emerge from the cave with jars and old parchment scrolls. It was the discovery of what we now call the Qumran texts, or the Dead Sea Scrolls. And the Dead Sea Scrolls are manuscripts from the year 400 before the Common Era, which included texts from the Old Testament canon. It is an invaluable archaeological treasure that allows us to learn about human history, humankind, and its texts in ways that no other artifact in existence can. So you would think that our Muhammad was immediately surrounded by archaeologists and offered a generous sum in exchange for the scrolls. Well, it didn't happen like that. It took a year until the discovery was finally purchased, announced, and for excavations to start. The scrolls moved between merchants, entered and left scholar offices. Some of them got lost, some were stolen. The jars were used to store water. No one was appropriately paying attention to see if there was something serious. And it begs the question, how can it be that such a discovery, so valuable, goes by unnoticed, even as it is actively asking, begging to be discovered? How come the researchers at the Monastery of St. Mark, at the Department of Antiquities, at the École Biblique, all missed the clues? What took the librarians at the Hebrew University weeks to come back and acquire the scrolls after they learned about them? Reading the breathtaking essay on the Dead Sea Scrolls by Edmund Wilson, we can identify a few topics that contributed to the scrolls to escape. 1. Establishing a closed field. Researchers instinctively and involuntarily feel more comfortable imagining they have seen all the available evidence, that they know all there is to know about their field of action. That's what makes them expert, knowing everything. So, new information in the depth of our mind is a threat. 2. No one knows what a discovery looks like. A merchant passed on purchasing the scrolls for £20 when they are worth a fortune. The first researchers thought the scrolls were 300 years old, and so it missed the mark by 2000 years. Some thought they were fake, and having a preconceived and limited idea of what will be the next finding won't let you identify a different finding that does not match this idea. 3. Communities were siloed. Each one of the institutions involved did the analysis by itself and reached the conclusions independently. But some did not know enough Hebrew, some had no experience with parchment, and so on. So the missing knowledge pieces helped them misunderstand what they were seeing in front of them. 4. Pressure. The siege on Jerusalem and the impending war for independence, because we are talking 1947, 1948, did not allow for cognitive slack. Perhaps people did not have the peace of mind that is necessary to notice a revolutionary realization that would change their routine even more. And then we have to ask, does this happen to us too? When we test, are we seeing all the new pieces of information that the software is presenting us? Are we so pressured to end a test cycle or a test set that our mind does not want to find a bug? Has it happened to you that you felt that finding an issue right now would ruin the team's plans and the estimates, even though finding an issue is what you set out for at the beginning? Everybody's using the software. As the testers, the customer support rep, the programmer, the tester from the other team, the technical writer. But are we talking together? If we did, we could spot bugs and risks that we currently miss. 2. Do we feel that we've tried these things so many times or that we know all there is to know about a feature? Because if we think there are no bugs, they will just go over our heads. Are we expecting a predetermined and expected outcome? Maybe the bug is not what we are looking for, but something else. Discoveries are, by definition, composed of surprise. So let the element of surprise surprise you, because we have to be on the lookout, as these problems happen all the time. Srinivasa Ramanujan was a mathematician from India who was between the greatest mathematicians of the century, if not of the modern era, to the point that he is known as the man who knew infinity. From India, he sent his papers to many scholars in other countries before he was recognized. Professors failed to tell their colleagues about him. Others thought he was faking it. Others thought it was unlikely that such innovative theorems could be discovered in the turn of the 20th century, when maths are already so established. Finding a surprise requires a heart open to see the surprise and the magic happen. And for that, I want to end with a counterexample, related by Gregory Rabassa, the translator of Julio Cortázar's hopscotch novel. Julio writes about an egg left for several weeks in the pan, a huevo frito, or a fried egg that was forgotten. Gregory misspelled fried egg as fired egg in his translation. And Julio, where the natural thing would be to fix the typo, just switch the two letters back, recognized that fired conveyed the state of the egg much better and said, I like it, let's keep it. Sometimes bugs want to be found, and it is up to us to let them show themselves. Thank you, and good luck.